God damn it, of course I sit down to film the Q&A and I figure out Icky's pissed on the carpet. Oh, it's really lopsided. Will this do? What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or really, welcome me back to my channel, because I've been gone a second. I'm so tired. I'm like, did I even hit record yet? One sec. I hit record. This is what sleep deprivation looks like. Tell me you have a 6-week-old without telling me you have a 6-week-old. It basically looks like this. This is what it looks like. Look. That's probably gonna get me flagged on YouTube again because it's too sexually provocative. Right now, we are in the midst of what my husband and I call rat nap. And we call it rat nap because it's the 45-minute last nap of the day for our son. And he tends to not sleep through it. And that makes him a little rat. You know what I mean? So we call it the rat nap because he's being a little rat. He is sleeping right now. I am going to have the baby monitor on in the background so you can probably hear some of the white noise. But hi. I just wanted to check in with everyone, make sure we're all thriving and living and loving and whatever it is that we do as people who are alive. I'm alive. No, I'm doing well. I posted like last week, or gosh, the week before, an Ask Me Anything on Instagram. And because I am a mother, I did not get around to it because I have so much that I need to do. And by so much that I need to do, I mean just keeping this baby's sleep schedule is like taking everything from me. But it also frees up a lot of my time. So it's a confusing thing to say out loud because I can compartmentalize my day, but just keeping up with like the house and laundry and eating and breastfeeding is like a lot. So I will say I love the schedule. It makes everything more manageable. Like I like a routine for that reason. But it also makes the days go by really fast. And that kind of makes me so sad. Like the other day I texted Joe, like, I don't want to put him to sleep because he's going to wake up bigger. And that, like, it's every day he wakes up bigger. Like, it's just crazy how fast he's growing. And I'm really proud of him for doing so good at growing. But it's also like, bro, you're my baby. Like, what do you think you're doing? Like, slow your roll and just be my little baby. That's why I love Icky, because he's a forever baby. And he knows not to around on those terms. Anyway, so I posted it, and then I started looking at it, at the actual responses I got on my Q&A on Instagram on Thursday. And one of the funnest ones I opened was from a soon-to-be mom who said, I'm getting induced on next Thursday. Do you have any, like, comforting things to say? And I'm just like, oh my God, next Thursday that's today. I replied to that message and I said, is this today? She goes, girl, I'm 9.5 centimeters dilated. And so, like, in a really fun way, I got to feel like part of this woman's birth story, and she has a beautiful baby boy, and it all went well, and congratulations to you. That was one of the funnest things that's ever happened to me on the internet, and I loved getting to be a part of your birth because I'm a psycho, but that was pretty cool. I'm proud of you, lady. Anyway, let's get into some of these questions. So one of them is, do you plan on having another child? Also, if you do, when were you thinking of having it? Yes, I've always wanted to have as many children as I can have. The only thing that's going to stop me from having as many as I can have is finances and maybe my body. Apparently, after you have a C-section, you have to wait at least 18 months before you have another kid. Well, they said like at least 6 months, but like 18 months to be sure, because your uterus could burst. And now I'm like scared, because what the does that mean, your uterus could burst? It's the use of the word burst specifically that I find perturbing in regards to my reproductive plans. So I definitely will have a second child. And if I work up the courage, it'll be in 18 months. So there's that answer. How are your dogs liking the baby? My dogs are into the baby. Bubs is very protective. He's like a nurse. I was looking for him. He's in the kitchen. I call him Nurse Bubs because he's always got the baby's back. Like, I wake up in the night, Bubs is up in the night. If I go to the nursery, Bubs is in the nursery. If I'm breastfeeding, Bubs is sitting and making sure we're all good. They're really cute. Icky likes all of the baby's toys. Obviously, he thinks they're all for him. And he'll sniff at the baby and he likes to lick the baby's feet. When I leave the house and I come back with the baby, Icky needs to sniff him and make sure he's okay. So they love him and it's pretty cute. And I couldn't be more grateful for the way that the boys have all like meshed with each other, because that was a really big concern of mine, and it no longer is a concern because they're perfectly fine. I think a big deal or a big part of why they're cool is how we introduced them. We didn't make a big deal out of the baby, and we didn't make the dogs have to stay away from him. So usually I've noticed that my dogs really, really want it if they really can't have it. So I just walked around the house like it was normal that I had a baby. And then I sat down and I let them smell him. And I just didn't make a big deal out of it. And I was like, hi, like said hi to the dogs without the baby in my arms first so that they could say hi to me. It was a whole thing. My husband took the dogs for a walk first too, so they would be a little bit tired, and when they came in the house, they were just happy to see me. And then I walked around with the baby, and then we just let them into the room and they just went to sleep like normal dogs on the bed with us. So it was pretty chill. What is something as a new mother? Oh, what's something a new mother must have as a new mom these days? Wait. What's something a new mother must have as a new mom these days? What's something a new mother must have as a new mom these days? Wow, that was really hard for me to read. I'm so tired. I would say I really like the Kite baby wrap. It's a sleep sack and it's a wrap. I cannot swaddle for the fucking life of me. I can barely do a diaper, and my life got infinitely easier when I just zipped him up in that sleep sack and then Velcroed him into it. And I bought 3 because I suck at diapers, so there's a lot of blowouts to deal with. But at night, I don't even have to unvelcro him. I just unzip it from the bottom up, change his diaper, zip it back up, put him back to bed. Super easy. I love it. So I would say the Kite baby zip up sack thing. I'll put a link to it. But I love that. And honestly, it's the one thing where I'm like, oh, this is something I would get all moms. Is it everything you thought it would be? God, I could cry. Yeah, it's a really beautiful thing to be a mother. There's like no way to describe what it's like. It's a deeply profound, amazing thing. Just the one thing I keep thinking in my mind is like, I love my baby and my baby loves me. And I really feel a deep connection between the two of us, where he has my best interest at heart, and he always has, like even when he was inside me, or God, I hate when I say that, it sounds so gross, when he was in my belly. But there's no way to describe it. It's like a magical thing. It's like, I love my dogs so, so much. And I look at them and I get sad because I know someday they're not going to be with me. But when I look at my son, I know that he's going to outlive me. And so it's just like this pure joy. I know I'm crying, so it's hard to say. It's hard to like get that it's like a pure joy thing for me, but it's like, it's really nice and comforting to know that he's just going to always be here, and I'm like, for the rest of my life, I get to have this love. So yes, it's everything I thought it would be and more. How are you doing emotionally? How do you think? Does it look like I'm okay? I'm honestly asking. I'm not being sarcastic or sardonic or whatever the word is. Does it look like I'm okay? That's the scariest response. No, I'm okay. I was struggling really bad with baby blues. Nonstop crying over nothing, like literally, like the logical side of my brain is like, girl, there's nothing wrong, and then the emotional side is like, get these tears out or you're gonna die. And you could hear the tears like congealing in my throat, like, ah, and I just needed to scream, sob it out. And that was awful because I'd be in the moment of like a pure happiness situation. Like I'm looking at my husband, I'm looking at my baby, I'm looking at my dogs. I'm full of love, like bursting like a uterus after a C-section with love and sobbing. And it just really was frustrating. And I would just say to my husband, like, I hate this. Like, I hate that this moment is being drenched in this profound grief, but I don't know why I feel this way. So that was not great. I did talk to my doula about it, and she suggested that I take omega 3 vitamins and B2. So I started taking those vitamins daily, and oh girl, it helped. It helped. That helped a lot. Doing positive postpartum affirmation meditations really help. Going slow really helped. Taking like one task at a time was really helpful. Doing normal things for me really helped. My morning routine of making breakfast and feeding the dogs. Getting to do that again made me feel more normal, and feeling more normal made me have less of the baby blues, kind of. But another mother told me that the baby blues are just literally because your body is dropping all these hormones, and when you sob, it like literally is like a flood of your hormones leaving your body. So that's maybe part of it. Other than that, I'm very tired, and I'm tired. That's kind of it. The more we get the hang of it, like the better I feel. And I think I'm going to feel a lot better when I get like good rest in. The baby's sleeping really well. I'm not. I noticed that when I started drinking caffeine again, it became harder for me to go back to bed in the middle of the night. He only wakes up one time, but Icky wakes up another time, and I wake up 2 other times because I don't know. I'm a light sleeper, but doing pretty good otherwise. And I'll feel better when I get like real sleep again. What advice do you have for girls who want to get into filmmaking and that field? Do it. Just do it. It can feel like a boys' club, and when it does, start your own club. Become the center of your own project and network that way. Because when you're the boss, people want to please you. And it's a really great way to make connections and to get other jobs, is to make yourself the boss of a job where you hire other people on to help you. That's how I've done a lot of my networking. I'll do a short film and I'll hire a bunch of people to be in it. And based off of that, if I ever need work or help or something outside of it, I reach out to those people for opportunities. And they've been more than accommodating. Be organized. Know what you're doing. If you want to be a director, study directing, practice directing. You can do it with your cell phone, by yourself. Read it, make a shot list, use a script that already exists, watch master classes, read things written by directors you love, watch things made by the directors that you love, and analyze what works and what makes you feel a certain way. Make yourself a master of what you do. And just do it. And then also, when you're looking for employment in the film industry, find something that makes sense for you to do for money that's not going to take up energy from your dream job, so that you can still pursue your dream job. So for me, for example, if I'm taking a job on set and it's not directing and it's not writing, I'm PAing, because I can leave PAing at the door and go home at night and not worry about it. It doesn't pay great and it's not super respected, but I keep my head down and I do the work and it pays my bills. That's my advice to you. Also, ask people like you asked me, who are in a position that you wish you were in or want to be in, how they got there. Offer to take them to coffee. Say, I want to do what you do. How do you do it? I always do that. It's scary. Not everyone responds. Sometimes you grab a coffee and you never talk again, and that's fine too. But you can glean information from everybody if you're respectful of their time and you show up prepared. Also, just do it. Produce your own short film. Google how. Literally, YouTube, how to do it. And you can figure it out. I taught myself how to edit that way. Like, It's all out there. You can do it. There's no reason. Don't wait for someone to tell you yes. Greenlight your own. What's something you would say to your younger self about life, dreams, advice? I would say to my younger self, forget about your ambition. Forget about who you wish you were right now. Forget about how you think you need to get to where you want to be. And just love yourself. Because the second that you get comfortable with yourself and that you love yourself and that you stop hating yourself, the world is going to open up for you. So if you can just chill and get comfortable in your own skin, everything is going to come to you. That's what I would say to myself. And I would use that tone of voice, even though it's a little patronizing. How is breastfeeding going? I'm almost at 2 years. Damn. Good for you, girl. Okay, so breastfeeding is going well. He latched immediately. When I was tripping on that because of the C-section and the epidural. But the first thing that guy did was just latch onto my nip, and he hasn't unlatched since. What is harder for me is pumping and storing like breast milk for a rainy day. And I had rashes on my nipples for a little while, but I thought it was my pump, and now I'm not so sure it's my pump. I think it might have been my little silver nipplets with my bralettes being too tight. All that to say, it's going well. Oh my gosh, okay, we have 10 minutes until rat nap is over. What's one thing that the other thing is, I didn't anticipate this about myself, but like I'm down to rip a nip out anywhere. Like I will breastfeed my baby in front of anyone. And I feel like some people are uncomfortable by it. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do? I'm tired and my baby's hungry. Don't look. Desexualize breastfeeding, YouTube. Okay. What is the one thing that you did not expect to happen when becoming a mother? I did not expect to miss my first pregnancy on such a deep level. And I know that sounds weird, but I guess like in the moment I loved it. Like I knew it was special. And at the same time I was like, I want to be showing, I want to be showing right now. And I just want to have this baby. And like, I'm done being pregnant. And like, I would give anything to be pregnant for the first time again. And I can't tell you why, but that was a very shocking thing about going from pregnancy to motherhood, is how much I missed just being pregnant with him. And I had a miserable pregnancy. Like I was in pain. I was in a lot of pain, and I threw up a lot, and I had horrible acid reflux. Thank God he has hair as a result. But if you are pregnant for the first time, this is going to sound so annoying, but like cherish every moment. 'Cause you never get to be pregnant for the first time again. What's something else? I guess I realized that my baby was going to be physically vulnerable because he's a baby. But I didn't realize how emotionally vulnerable he would be and how protective I would feel about that for him. Like, I don't want him to ever... we're going to be uncomfortable. Life is long. He's going to be uncomfortable. But as a baby, I feel so protective of his emotional space. And I didn't expect that. Because it's like, what does he even know? He's a baby, right? But I feel very much like, this is my baby. And he's going to have a safe space. So I did not expect that. Hardest part of motherhood so far... I would say it's feeling like I don't have enough limbs. Like I need more hands. If I had more hands, I could touch my dogs both at the same time while breastfeeding. If I had more hands, I could eat and breastfeed and do my work all at the same time. Like you realize so quickly that motherhood is nothing but multitasking, and fatherhood is not. But I would say the hardest part of motherhood is multitasking and not having enough hands. This is a fun one. Super important. Have you picked out Billy's Halloween costume yet? Yes, I have. The family is going as Free Willy. I'm going to be Orphan Jessie. Joe's going to be the lady whale trainer whose name escapes me. And Billy is going to be Willy. Oh my God. Is that so boring to just bore myself to death? But that's what we're doing. It's going to be super stupid cute. I actually dressed up as my character for the sip, which you can see probably right now. If this didn't come out on Tuesday and it came out on Wednesday because I'm a deadbeat mom, you can see it right after you see this. But that's a sneak peek of my Halloween costume. Have you been able to get out of the house with the baby? I'm still struggling with this with my baby. You know, I was really nervous about that because it's very normal to be scared to leave the house, especially with the baby. And I have not gone in public with him alone besides like a walk to the liquor store to get a drink or like a Powerade or whatever. But I have driven with him alone to Ryland's house a couple of times, and that went really well. It was a safe place for me to go because it's Ryland's house and he has kids and it's, you know, he's my best friend. So it's a very safe place for me to land. So the drive there, I'm not scared about where I'm getting to, if that makes sense. So if you're struggling with it, maybe think of like a really safe destination point and go there first and just test the journey and then go home. But I haven't gone in public yet with him alone, but I'm thinking about it. I want to take him to the mall. Good luck with that. And just take it easy on yourself, dude. There's no reason for you to go out alone right now. Just chill. Will you share his name with us? Yeah, his name is Billy. It's his name. Just Billy. Oh, this is a good one. Can you do a video on the baby things, clothes you're actually using? Yes, I will do that. I will do a video of all of the items I'm actually using and that I actually enjoy. Yeah. Yes, I can. What has been the hardest part so far about being a mom besides changing diapers? Oh, that's redundant. Sorry, I didn't mean to double down on these, but again, it's multitasking, protecting his emotional space, and then just having enough time to love everyone and everything the way I want to. Everyone says like your heart grows, right? And it's like, yeah, my heart grew. That's easy. Loving everything internally and mentally as an individual is easy to do. But expressing that love in time with each of those things that you love does get compromised. Like there is no way around that. Like having a baby is time consuming. Having 2 dogs that I love the way that I love them is time consuming. Having a husband that you love is time consuming. So the other parts of your world sort of tend to dim, right? Because they're not as important. So if I get asked to, go to a party, is the party more important to me or as valuable to me as my baby, my dogs, my husband, my sleep? No, I'm probably not going to go. So that is an interesting shift. Like Ryland wants to go to Taylor Swift and I want to go to Taylor Swift. This is so pathetic. I want to go to Taylor Swift so badly. I want to see the Tortured Poets Department thing. I want to scream sing Tortured Poets Department with her. Like I need that rage release. And I would be so lucky to get to go. And a part of me is like, I don't think I can go because I have to, even that, which means so much to me, even that time isn't as valuable as time that I spend with my husband, my baby, my dogs. So I would add that to the list of hard not getting to go to the Eras tour because it doesn't feel as important as my family. Crazy. Never thought I'd say that. Oh my God. I just found out I'm pregnant. I need all the tips. Please. Start your mental game now. Arm yourself with positivity and love because that is what's going to save you all the way through this thing. You need to have positivity, love, and grace for yourself, and you will be okay. It is the most natural thing that all of us do. Your intuition is going to take over, and there's nothing for you to be afraid of. You've got this. We're made to do this. Like every part of a woman is made to do this. And when your instinct kicks in, trust it, follow your gut. You're going to be okay. You're going to be more than okay. It's fucking great, dude. Okay. That might be it. Because now, as I'm scrolling through my phone, all I'm seeing are pictures of me and my baby and my titty, because that's where he lives. Also, husbands, take pictures of your wives with their kids. Because I have a lot of really cute ones of Joe and the baby, and then I have this one that's just me from the baby monitor with like my deflating tummy and titties out. So, husbands, take good pictures of your wives. Oh, literally my alarm just started going off. It's 5:45. That's a wrap on Rat Nap and this Q&A. Be good to yourselves. I'll see you next Tuesday. Oh.